Well, it's based on a novel uh, by this great fictionist, which became my friend and bandmate. Uh, so this was around 2001. Then we started trying to make the film in 2002. I mean, filmmaking is also about like alchemy. No, yeah, chemistry. So if the right, if you got the wrong, wrong crew, wrong cast, it really won't work. So, but we tried a few times, because because some films are easy to make. Like you just work with a few actors, few crew members. But Mondomanila needed more than the usual small crew that I usually make films with. The novel is like more than 3 decades of the life of this protagonist, anti-hero Tony de Guzman, and also it's also multi-plot. So and then it also covers not just the the slum part of Metro Manila, but also the rest of Manila, from the business posh areas, also to the outside Manila, more of northern Philippines. And then the film, just we like squeezed everything into 2 nights, and we just the story is 90% in the slums. This particular slum area is partly gone because of the demolition, which actually appears at the end of the film. Social criticism can be fun. It doesn't have to be like dead serious and uptight, because people are. I mean, some people are bored and numb to the usual melodramatic. Yeah. But the core of I mean, not every filmmaker, but maybe some, are is to change the world. Make it a better place, as Michael Jackson sang. Yeah, but I mean, change it by showing, by putting the mirror in front, so that you can see the reality that you're in, and also to show others the realities that they can't see, and yeah, and hopefully provoke or inspire people to do something about it. I mean, at the end of the day, the author is dead. No? So of course, I have my intentions, but of course, the audience is very much free to, yeah, to interpret the various elements. In each film I make, I try to make a different film. Try to, not repeat myself, because yeah, what's the point? And unconsciously, it became like a sampler of my earlier films. It's kind of a mashup of some of my prior films. Well, I'm working on my 34th feature right now. I started as a musician, and then so and then when I was in college, I wrote a lot of poetry, so and fiction. So like this year, I published my fifth and sixth books, which actually I wrote a long time ago, and then some also are new. Then I'm also working. I mean, of course, you can't do everything at the same time. No? So, like, you write songs for one day, the next day you think of a story for a film, then the next day you take a break. Next day you can shoot the film or shoot some other film. I can imagine being crazy, being a workaholic. But actually, I'm not. I just work fast. like, in terms of writing, I don't revise. In terms of film, um, I've shot features in one day. I call them day-old flicks. Yeah, and I improvise a lot in music. Well, I remember one couple who saw it who was very thankful after the film. They they were like students, I think, or recent graduates, and because slums in the Philippines, in Manila, you see them everywhere, but maybe the working class or the upper class tend to blind themselves from this reality. So they were very thankful for opening their eyes. It's getting much stronger each year. Uh, when I mean, in the 80s, there was a very strong short film independent movement. Then in around 2000, we were pushing for the democratization of filmmaking through the digital technology. But then there's still a handful of us. But around the mid 2000s, yeah, it's until now, more and more people are into it. The old ones, the young ones. I am working on EDSA Triple X. Nothing ever changes in the ever changing Republic of Ek, an imaginary country not so different from the Philippines. It's set in the year 2030, and the central event is the 30th EDSA revolution, because in the 1986 there was the first EDSA revolution to depose the dictator Marcos, but then it was a real sign of hope for freedom, but it became an absurd exercise, and just yeah, it became yeah, circus. Mm, in 2001 they had two EDSA revolutions to change the players, but yeah, corruption and poverty and everything else are still there. Yeah, so nothing really changes, unfortunately.